What's good, y'all? It's your boy King Cal 516 live in the mix, and this is the Swiss Flames podcast. So the Ben Simmons situation is heating up as Ben Simmons is not going to report to opening of training camp next week. We know that NBA training camps open up next week. So this has been dropped by Adrian Wojnarowski of ESPN, and we're going to read the report. But before we do, be sure to check out our website at www.swissflames.com. Hit us up on Twitter at SwissFlames, and definitely check out the Facebook and YouTube page at Swiss Flames Podcast. So Adrian Wojnarowski dropped this, and this is just confirming what we've been hearing behind the scenes of what's going on with the Ben Simmons situation. But here it is. Adrian Wojnarowski tweeted out, Philadelphia 76ers All-Star Ben Simmons will not report for opening of training camp next week and intends to never play another game for the franchise. Simmons hasn't spoken to the team since the late August meeting when he communicated this message to Sixers officials. Simmons is clearly aware of sanctions available to the organization to fine and suspend him, including withholding of salary. But so far, Simmons appears willing to carry out a plan of forcing his way to a new team. Sixers have yet to find a trade they are willing to make for him. And so this is going to get juicy, and this is going to get a little sticky as we head to training camp next week, and it's going to be a game of chicken. I think the Philadelphia 76ers are looking for a big overhaul. I don't think a big overhaul is available on the market. I think that's what the problem is. I think the messaging that's been coming out has been a problem for the Sixers. I think there's a lot of teams that understand that the Sixers are under a lot of pressure. So the Sixers are in a rock and a hard place. And as far as what they do from this point on, I think they're going to try to play tough. But I think Ben Simmons is going to win this battle when it's all said and done, because if Ben Simmons holds out and stays strong, the 76ers lose all their leverage. And so that's where it becomes a sticky situation for the Sixers. What you might try to get or what you really want may not be what you're going to be able to get, especially if Ben Simmons stands firm in this decision as far as just to stay away. So this situation is heating up. We all know that, the Rockets are looking to offload John Wall. And I know a lot of people say, well, that's the deal to make. And, the problem with the John Wall situation is John Wall's owed 2 years, $91 million. And John Wall makes his salary is actually a Supermax level salary, which is actually more than what Ben Simmons is making per year. And so basically, the Sixers, which they should look at Ben Simmons as the player that has more value. Ben Simmons is only 25 years of age. But in this case, the 76ers will still have to send more salary, because whatever the 76ers send out, because they're over the cap, they have to, receive the same amount of money, basically. So that makes it a little tricky to just offload Simmons for John Wall, because if you're the Sixers, you're going to want more than just John Wall in return. You know what I mean? If you value Ben Simmons more than that. But the salary situation makes that a little tricky. It's not that a trade can't be done. It's just that they're going to have to figure that one out. That's going to have to be a multiplayer trade in order to even try to make that one work. And do the Rockets have more pieces that the 76ers would be interested in? I don't know. So it makes it tricky. Maybe they can do a 3-team deal to get that going. It's going to be tricky, but, the main thing, we know the Rockets really want somebody like a Bradley Beal type player, or Damian Lillard kind of player, but those guys ain't available, and I don't think those guys are even going to be available at the halfway point. You know what I mean? So it's a rock and a hard place. The 76ers are in a bad position, and I don't see this being resolved where the 76ers get a player that's going to definitely make them a title contender. Right now I just don't see that trade happening. But we'll see what the 76ers are able to do. But yeah, let me know your opinion about Adrian Wojnarowski confirming that Ben Simmons is willing, as training camp starts next week, is willing to sit out, and he's okay with losing money if that's what it comes down to. So let me know what you feel like in the comments. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. It's your boy King Cal 516. This has been the Swiss Flames podcast. If you want to donate to the channel, all you got to do is hit the Cash App at $King Cal 516. Link is in the description. All right, till next time, peace.